Hi everyone, my name is Akorede Adenike. You are highly welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time of you coming to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for you to be notified each time I upload new video. If you are my old subscribers, I really appreciate you for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much. In this tutorial today, I would like to teach you how to cut and sew palazzo pants with no side seam. So this is the Ankara fabric I'm using for the tutorial today. It's one of African print. I have 1 yard and 28 inches here. You can use more than that, depends on your body size and how long you want it and how wide. To know the amount of fabric putting on foot for this palazzo pants, make use of your thigh measurement, divide it by 2 and make sure you add extra 4 to 5 inches to it. You know it's a palazzo pants, it's a free pants. So here is my fabric. I'm going to fold it into 2 like this. This is the length of my fabric and this is the width of it, which is 1 yard 28 inches. So I'm going to fold towards the width like this, fold into 2 equal parts because the front and back, I'm cutting it together and there is no side seam, so the front and the back will be the same thing. So I'm going to fold into 2 equal parts like this. I'm going to fold it again, make into 4 equal parts. Don't mind this place, it's an excess. I'm going to cut it off. Now after folding into 4 equal parts, I'm going to measure out the length of my pant, which is 38 inches plus 4 inches extra for my waistband and hemming allowance. That is 42 inches. I want these roses to be on my bottom part. That is why I'm measuring it from the bottom here till I reach where I want it to be, which is 42 inches. 42 inches. I'm connecting it. Going to connect it just like this, straight. So from there, I'm going to measure out my 2 inches, which is for my waist. So I'm going to rule it out again. Hope you can see what I'm making. This 2 inches is for my elastic waistband. So from here now, from the second line, I'm going to measure out my 38 inches. 38 inches. So this is my upper part and this is my down part. I'm going to roll it out. Now from my waistline, I'm going to measure out my crotch length. My crotch length, to get that, is quarter of my hip. My hip is 40 inches divided by 4 will give me 10 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch to it, that is 11 inches, since I'm making a free pant. So 11 inches all through, and I'm going to connect it. So this is my crotch length from the waistline, and on my waistline I'm going to divide my thigh into 2. My thigh is 23 inches divided by 2 will give me 11.5 plus 2 inches extra, that is 13.5, which is here. I'm going to make that on my crotch line to 13.5 inches. I'm going to connect it. Since I'm making free pants, there is no need for me to shape out my hip at all. So this is my thigh measurement divided by 2 plus 2 inches extra. To mark out my crotch curve, I'm going to come here and mark 1.5 inches or 2 inches. Depends on how free you want your pants to be. So what I'll just do is to connect like this with a curve to create my crotch. That is my crotch now. So I'll measure what is here in between here and here now. So what is here now is 15.5. So I'm going to measure that 15.5 all through till the bottom of my pants. 15.5, 15.5, and on the bottom too 15.5. And I'm going to connect it straight. So that's just it. I'm going to cut it out now. So cutting out now. So now that I'm done cutting, I'll move on to the sewing part of it. Now this is the first leg and this is the right side of it. What I'll just do is to place it on each other like this. Let the right side face each other and stitch the inseam with 1/2 inch from the crotch down to the down part of it. I'm doing the same thing on the second part. Now that I'm done with the inseam of my palazzo pants, both legs, as you can see, so I'll go ahead and turn one of it out to the right side. I'm going to turn it to the right side and put it inside the second one for me to stitch the crotch area together. So I'm going to put it in like this. Now let the crotch parts align on each other like this, as you can see. I'm going to place it on each other on the right side. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to place it on each other like this. This is the one I put inside the second one, and this is the right side of the one that is on the wrong side. So I'll open it at the crotch like this and open this one too. Open the seam allowance like this and put it on each other. Let it align on each other and make the stitch from the center up to the waistline. I'm going to make a stitch from the center up to the waistline and come back again. Stitch from the center here up to the waistline to the second part. So when I finish that, I'll come and show you what now next. I'm done stitching my crotch area up to the waistline, as you can see. Here's it. So I'm going to turn it to the right side now. Make sure you overlock all the necessary area, all the inseam. Make sure you overlock it. So I'm going to turn it to the right side. Now this is the right side of my palazzo pant, as you can see. So I will go ahead to my bottom and hem with 2 inches. Fold 1/2 inch in like this, and 1.5 I'm going to fold it again for me to hem it round. I'm doing the same thing on the second leg. So I'll now move on to my waistline. Open this place up like this, fold 1/2 inch in and fold 1.5 again, just like this. But I'm going to leave about 2 inches at the center here for me to insert my elastic. Now I'm done hemming the bottom of my pants, both legs, as you can see. So, and I've stitched my allowance for my waistband. I've turned it in, as you can see. So I left opening here where I can insert my elastic. So I left about 2 to 2.5 inches opening here. So what I'll just do now is to measure out my elastic. To know the amount of elastic I'm using for this palazzo pants, I'm making use of my waist circumference. My waist circumference is 32 inches. What I'll just do is to deduct 8 from it, and the remaining one will give me 24 inches. So to make it firm very well on my waist, so 24 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance, that is 25 inches. So I'm going to measure out 25 inches now. So this is my 25 inches and I'm cutting it out. I'm using 1 inch elastic. So this is what I'm using for my waistband now, and this is one. I'm going to take my safety pin and start inserting it. So I'm going to be careful while inserting. So for me to secure it here, I'm going to use pin to hold it down. So that's come out on the other side, as you can see. But make sure you be careful, do not let it get inside. And I'll go ahead now and stitch with 1/2 inch. Make sure I tighten it up with 1/2 inch. So when I finish with that, I'll come and show you what's next. Now I'm done with my elastic. As you can see, I've stitched it together. So I'll let it in like this and drag it, and make sure I close up this open edge. I'll go ahead and close it up, that's all. So I'll now give it a good press and show you the finishing look of it. Here is the finishing look of it, guys. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to support my channel. If you have any question pertaining to cutting and sewing, you can join me on my Facebook group, Details to Sewing, created by Akorede Adenike. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Akorede Adenike. Please show some love by liking and following my page on Facebook at Akorede Adenike Sewing Tutorial. Till I see you in my next video, guys. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye-bye.